This is Chantel, and we are going through some Gameschool. Please forgive my voice, I do have a cold. I wanted to go over my family's absolute favorite game, and this is a game that for several years now we've enjoyed many, many hours playing this. So this is Clue, the classic game, and this is the newer revised version we snagged from Walmart for about $18. It is advised for age 8+ for 2 to 6 players. However, we've been playing this since my kids were like 5. Sorry about the cat. He found a bag. Okay, so the difference between the old game, for those of you that are like me and played it forever, is there's no longer Mrs. White, and instead there's now Dr. Orchid. So that's this this Asian lady you see down here in pinky purple. So that's the one that is added. So this is how the game works. It is a mystery game. So if you're using this for school, it is a logic game. It uses deduction, and it's just a super, super fun game for kids and adults alike. So this is what the game board looks like. It is basically a schematic of a mansion where a murder occurred. And how the game works is you have cards here. Ours is pretty well worn. We're going to have to get a new one at some point. So you have cards that have all of the suspects, which is all of the players. Then you have all of the weapons. And then you have all of the rooms. And I just realized I opened the wrong package. These are our extras from our other game. So how it works is the very first thing that you do is you shuffle up each of those, like you separate them into those categories, and then you shuffle them up so that you are then able, without seeing, to draw, for example, let's say that I had these split properly. So then you would draw one suspect, one weapon, and one room. Oh wait, except these ones, these are separate. Ignore those. These are from the new adapted version. So there, let's say that these are properly divided. So then you would have one of each. And now these 3 is the solution to the mystery. Do not look at these. And then you slide them up in here and place them into this like little envelope. And then that goes here. The remainder of these get shuffled and then handed out evenly among all of the players. So now when you have your cards, you will know that those are things that are ruled out, obviously, because they are not in this. So if, for example, in your card, or in your hand, you have these 2 cards, then you would know Mr. Green is not the murderer and it did not happen in the ballroom. So you mark off on your little sheet here. It's got the suspects, the place, the suspects, the weapon, and the place. So then you would mark those off because you know that those ones are not the ones that are hidden in here. Actually, here's one of my sheets. I'll pull one of mine. Now I'll give you a pointer if you've never played Clue before. The thing that is the most difficult to rule out is the room. And the reason being that when you roll your dice, you move the squares according to where, what your roll is, to go into the rooms. You must guess the room that your player is in when you are making your guess. So that is the reason why it's difficult, because you have to get to every room to guess it, to rule it out. So it's a good, happy day when you have many of the rooms in your hand. So how it works then is everyone has their little character pieces. And they're just simple little game icons. So for example, this would be Colonel Mustard right here. And there are 2 dice. And then there are the weapons. So there's a whole bunch here. I'm not grabbing all of them, I'm just grabbing some. So here's some of the weapons. So when you roll your dice, that determines where you go. So, for example, if I was here, I just rolled an 8. So then I can move 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Am I showing this? I'm trying to find where I'm at here. There we go. 6, 7, 8. See, I wouldn't quite make it into the billiard room. If I'd rolled a 9, I'd be able to. And then on your turn, then you get to make a guess. So then you would look at your card and make a guess. So for example, I could say, I think it was Scarlet. It's usually Scarlet when we play, which is funny because that's always my 12-year-old. With the wrench in the billiard room. And when you make your guess, the person that you guess gets drawn into the room with you, which can be helpful because sometimes then you get a free ride to areas around the board without having to get there. So now that I've made my guess, my 3 things, then I choose who is going to reveal a clue to me. And they only show me 1. So even if they have more than 1, they show me 1 of these clues. So for example, if my daughter Eowyn beside me here showed me that she had Scarlet, then I would be able to mark it off on here that it's not Scarlet. So I'd mark it here. And then on you keep going. So this is how you play. Once you think you have it figured out, we always play that we have to make it to the stairs and then you make your guess. Now here's a helpful hint for you. This is how I play. And that is that I mark with X's the things that I hold in my hand. And then I write down who showed me which hint. Because otherwise, my little brat kids have learned how to get very good at this game. And if you ask a clue that they have more than 1 of the answers in their hand, they will repeatedly show you the same one. So I make a point to mark who showed me what. So for example, here with Orchid, if I'm asking Eowyn, I'm going to make sure I don't say Orchid because I know she's going to show me that one again. So I'll make a point to pick one that I already have. For example, if I had mustard, then I would say, I think it was mustard in whatever that I wanted her to show me. So that's my little hint. I circle them when I know for sure that that's where or what or who I think it was. So this game is fantastic for deductive reasoning, for logic, for patterning. It's just a fantastic game to build thinking skills and reasoning skills. And the kids, if you play it enough, will get comfortable with it and will start to really get good at the clues and how to pay attention to what other people are asking. So it's a very, very, very fun game. It takes about an hour to play. Relaxed, you can get faster at it and do it in about half an hour. This more advanced version also includes cards that if you roll a magnifying glass, then you get one of these clue cards. And they are things such as choose the guiltiest looking player to put 1 card from their hand face up in front of them. All players rush to the room of your choice. All players reveal 1 card from their hand. Things like that. So that makes the game interesting and can often speed it up quite a bit too. So this is a game I would definitely say that is worth investing in. If you don't already have it, go grab it. It's available readily on Amazon as well as at Walmart in the toy aisles. I think that this is a staple for every house, and if you don't have it, you should. So go out and grab it and have an amazing day. Please subscribe and share with us in the comments some of your favorite games so that we can get a hold of those. We love to share ideas and to make schooling fun. Thanks so much for watching, and make today amazing. Take care. Bye.